This is the head bitch in charge of Mob Wives, and you're rocking out with RockMetal Inc.
I am TimNo37 Martinez reporting for RockMetal Inc. We are here at Club Europa in Brooklyn, New York, and I am sitting with the lovely Renee from Mob Wives, VH1's hit reality show. Hello, Renee.
Hey, darling.
Thank you so much for taking the time out to speak with us.
Of course.
And we'll start with this. How are you enjoying your night so far?
So far, so good. So far, I'm with my son tonight, so of course, whenever I'm out with him, I have a better time.
Well, we all see on the show that you have an amazing relationship with your son through all the hurdles that has been thrown at your family's way. But we'll get to that in a little bit. First things first, how has Mob Wives the show changed your life? Because obviously I'm sure it has in some aspect.
Well, it has in a positive way, because in spite of all of those hurdles, at least I could do it publicly, and I'm able to show people that if I could do it, you could do it. So for me, it's a positive thing. It's nothing negative. It hurts when I watch it, when I look back and I see things that have happened to me, but I also then get to look at me in the mirror and go, hey, I'm still here. So it's a good feeling.
Well, absolutely, and in that aspect, you are helping a lot of people who may be going through similar situations, not in the general aspect of what your background is, but everyone goes through the trials and tribulations that you are publicly showing on the show. So on behalf of a lot of people, I want to say thank you, because it's really touching what you do share on the show.
Thank you very much.
Speaking of which, so a little bit of a fun question. A new character was introduced this season. Exactly. And there obviously was a little bit of a tension in the beginning on the first episode of the season when you first saw her. How is the relationship now between the two of you, if there is even one?
We're friends. I see her. We're cool. I actually, believe it or not, this season I really don't have issues with all the girls. One of the girls, but out of the 7 girls, I'm friends with 5 of them. Mm-hmm. Me being the 6th and Carla being the 7th. Mm-hmm. So for the most part, I'm good. If I like you, I like you. If I don't, you just keep your distance.
Learn that, especially with this one. I've been a fan of the show, so I know if she don't like you, stay away.
We'll burn shit down.
That's the man behind the camera, the owner of RockMetal Inc., Mr. Nik.R. You've been very public with this gorgeous transformation that you have made, but you did have issues with the surgeries. And what is your advice to anyone that's looking to get any sort of plastic surgery or what's that word? To better themselves in that aspect?
Okay, well, I will definitely say that I don't, particularly, I think that everybody should exercise before. That was a mistake of mine. Would I have surgery again? Yes. Mm-hmm. Would I look for a different doctor? Absolutely. I would definitely research doctors is really important. My second plastic surgeon, I won't speak on my first plastic surgeon, there's a lawsuit involved there. Okay. But my second plastic surgeon, Michael Fiorello, is amazing. He's helped do the repair work on my back, and he has definitely helped me heal more so on the inside than anything else, because as a plastic surgeon he knows what I went through. So it was a really good feeling to have somebody who's so educated, and his bedside manner is amazing. So I think that when you're looking for a doctor, you need to know everything about that doctor. Like how we have to divulge our, medical history, I think a doctor should have to.
Absolutely.
I definitely do, because if they're having a bad fucking day and they decide to cut you open, you're fucked.
Exactly.
Really?
And that's not something, it's like when a tattoo artist is tattooing you and you hear the word oops, that's just not something that you want to hear.
No. Well, you can, and luckily you're awake when you hear that.
Yeah, that's
we're out, so we're just fucked all together.
Yeah.
But I think that a young girl should really wait. Mm. I don't recommend it for young girls. I recommend it for women that after they have children, and if there's something you can't fix on your own.
Yes.
But at this stage in my life, there's no more that I would want done. You know what I mean? I wanted my ass. That's what I wanted. I had a breast reduction, so my chest was bigger. But I've never done anything to alter my body that much. Well, then again, I didn't have to after that one. Let me shut up while I'm ahead.
Okay, so the next thing's next. What can we expect from the rest of the season of Mob Wives? Because we're just getting to the episode in which Hurricane Sandy hit, and you were away during that time. And if you don't mind, I would like to touch on that with you. You're very open about your issue with drugs in the past, with addiction, and a lot of people. I work a lot in the heavy metal and rock and roll music scene, so I've seen it myself. What is your advice to anyone that may be struggling with drug addiction, whether they realize it or not?
Oh, I think a lot of people don't even realize it, first of all, and then I think there are plenty of people who know it but just won't ask for help, and I pretty much was in that category. Ask for help. Like, ask for help. Otherwise, your friends or your family members are going to bury you. It's really that simple. And transitions in Florida, they were wonderful. Saved my life. I suffered many years. I suffer from depression, which has triggered everything else. And unfortunately, in 2006, I never took pills before the year of 2006. I was sexually assaulted by a predator, and ever since then, I just wasn't the same. So I think that's where the Xanax came in, and I had like 3 surgeries, so that, started the pain meds. I don't take pain medication at all, and I think in that scene that you're watching, and I'm talking about this pill, that pill, that's over a course of 20-something years. But I have not been on pain meds. I had surgery last June. I took pain meds for like 2 days, and that was it. Prior to that, it was like a year already. So Xanax was my issue. Definitely my drug of choice, because it was easier for me to pop the pill and sleep through the depression than it was to face it. And I was prescribed 4 sticks of 2 milligrams a day. So we're not talking, I never bought, very clear, I never bought pills off the street. Ever.
No street pharmacy. No street pharmacy going
never.
on.
This was really legitimate from depression, anxiety, sleep disorders. This was like, doctors couldn't figure out, I couldn't sleep. And then I gained weight, so I wanted diet pills. And then I had Requip because I had restless leg syndrome. Then depression. So by the time you're done, I'm on 7 different medications that are all prescribed, that are all safe, supposedly to take together, except then I slipped. And it was like 4 a day. Oh, I just make it 5. Oh, 5. Then it was 6. And that's what happened. And I think that's what happens with people.
I was just going to say that a lot of people, since it is prescribed to them,
they think
don't
they're allowed
realize
to.
They think it's okay.
Right.
And next thing you know, unfortunately, in a situation like you were in, it ends up becoming a problem.
100%. 100%. And I think the day that they decide to take more than they're prescribed is when they have the problem. And they don't even realize it. But I definitely recommend, if no one needs it, why, don't take it. Like, you're talking to someone who would love to sleep until 2015. I said it publicly. I would have loved to sleep through the next 2 years of my life. And that is so sad, because life is so beautiful and it's so short. So I was so depressed and so down that I was willing to sleep through time without my son. And everybody knows how I feel about my son.
Oh, absolutely.
So I think that's when you know you need help, when you're just, the depression takes over. It's sad.
And she said it best, if you start feeling it that way, just ask for help.
It's not even a big deal. No. You don't even have to ask, like, I don't have to, you can call up a stranger on the phone and be like, 911, I need to go to a drug place. Nobody even has to know you're doing it.
There's so many websites and phone numbers everywhere that offer free help. So
yes, www.sober.com. That's for transitions. Absolutely, positively call. If you need help, call.
How are you feeling nowadays?
I'm great.
You look great.
I'm great.
So, I mean, you can see the glow in your face.
I taught myself a little trick. You know how when you're in recovery in the beginning, it's called counting days. So I felt very pressured by the counting days, because everybody would be like, how many days? And I'd be like, 125, 142. So I've decided just to do it day by day.
Yes.
And that's like really big in the program. You know, it's day by day. So if I could say just for today, I'm clean, then just for today. and it's been a lot of just for today's, but I don't pressure myself.
Good.
You know, I think that's a big thing with an addict too. It's like, oh, I gotta make 120 days. Oh my God, I gotta do 90 and 90. No, you have to really do it one day at a time.
Yes.
And slow and steady, and that's the best way you can do it. So that's what I did for myself.
Okay, what is going on with this Twitter drama that's going on?
What's going on?
I just see like Carla seems to be attacking everybody on Twitter lately. Yeah, that's what I've been seeing on Twitter, and I don't have anything right in front of me or in my mind. I was doing, some research earlier today, and I'm like, this chick seems to be going nuts.
I heard about it. The thing with love.
What? Okay, so yeah, well, that drama obviously then, because you don't really know too much about it.
No, you notice I understand why you do it, because you're in, the industry and you have to know everything about people, but I don't have enough time to do it, and I, even if I did, I still wouldn't.
Why would you want to?
Because what you say about, after what happened with Carla and I, and she referred to me as a junkie, it took me,
I'm not a fan of that statement whatsoever.
I don't think anybody that is an addict or in recovery is, but it took me up until a couple of days ago to actually find my part in the fight of what I did wrong and make an amends with myself, and I actually was able to make my first one, like a total amends with myself.
That's awesome.
And today, if she was to sit in front of me and call me that word a million times, like junkie, I'd just be like, okay.
Kill them with kindness.
No, it wouldn't even matter.
Well, it's just
amazing.
It's
so amazing awesome. That I actually, I'm good, man.
That's awesome.
It is.
High five.
It's such a good
awesome.
feeling. It is.
That's great.
And I mean that from the bottom of my heart.
You go, girl.
Thank you.
My closing question. It's been a pleasure to sit here and talk to you. What can we expect for the rest of this season on Mob Wives? I know you can't give too much away, but whatever you can indulge.
I'm sure the plot line is gonna get thicker with these girls, but then again, nothing is. It's not a scripted show.
Yeah.
So I really can never tell you because we really don't know. But what I can tell you for myself is Mob Candy shoe line will be launching April, and I'm very excited. And it's 100%. And I'm working so hard with my partner Jatan, and we already Mob Candy shoes is popping. Like
that website.
It'll all
gonna come up.
Yep. It'll all be up on TV. It's how it's happening.
Okay.
I'm literally doing everything together, like with the like I'm doing it as we film. I'm finishing
That's awesome. Yes. And last but not least, where can everybody find? What's your Twitter?
I'm at Renee Graziano on Twitter and at Renee Graziano on Instagram.
Well, Renee, thank you so much for sitting down and talking with us. I will be tuning in every week, and you are a pleasure, my dear.
God bless.
I'm TimNo37. This is RockMetal Inc, and this is Renee from Mob Wives.